Hello everyone and welcome to Hot Shots TV. I'm Scott Briard and you're watching a great episode of This Is Darts. Now, 20th episode, and I gotta tell you, this morning I had a chance, I came in, I opened up some emails, and I really have to tell you, I think today is the tipping point. Something huge, and it was into this morning's emails that I started reading that I'm really grasping what's going on here for all of us. And when I say that, it's these emails coming through this morning from England, from Brazil. People are really feeling some passion for this game. And I know you are. And I know you're part of this. And whether you're, again, like I've said, you're playing at home with the kids, you're seeing the kids enjoy this. It's something for you to do as a family together. Your kids' math skills are increasing. Their calculations, their multiplications, their subtraction are increasing because they did for me as kids. So if you're a family, you're together, your children are old enough to throw darts at home without breaking the windows, or I heard that story yesterday, that was kind of funny in here, or without damaging the wall too much. You're letting them play some darts with you on a Friday or Saturday night, and you're doing something together as a family. Now, if that's not you, then you're the person that's going out during the week or on weekends to league play, and you're getting together with great friends, co-workers, spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, and the camaraderie and a great time you're out having playing this game, and you want to improve and you want to get better. And then from there, you're my tournament player. You're sending me the emails saying, man, we're off to Thunder Bay this weekend, we're off to Ottawa or Trenton, or you know what, I'm from the States and I got a great tournament coming up this weekend in San Francisco. You're my tournament players that have loved this game for a long time, and you're at that great point where you're just about to get to represent your province or your state or your country maybe even. You're feeling this like I am, and I think today is a real tipping point for me. I'm seeing hundreds of views and I'm going, this is great, and we're growing. And you go back to episode 1, we're almost at 1,000 views. Quickly in 1 week I put together 100 members on a Facebook page, and I'm coming through, and I promised you I would. Check, like I told everybody, $100 Darts Ontario Youth Program. This will be in the mail to Marjorie up in Kingston today. I'm sure they can accept donations. It's a non-profit. So Marjorie, this is in the mail to you today. I get to 500, I'm going to have a great announcement. I'm ironing out details about what I can do for 500 members. I want this to grow. I want you, the dart player, the passionate dart player, to get something out of this. So that's why I'm reading every email. That's why I'm responding to every email coming through, because I want you to know I'm listening. And this show is really going to get even more dedicated for what it is that can make you a better player, enjoy the game more. And again, whether it's family, at home, friends at league, or you the tournament player that's trying to be the next John Part, Phil Taylor, the show is going to be it. We have the information, we have the experience, we have the history in it, and if we don't have it, we're going to find it. So, on to today. Great thing. Again, $100 off on its way to Darts Ontario Youth Program. Thank you for putting together 100 members. Now start the climb with me. Let's get to 500. And I'm going to announce something great later this week with what I'm going to do with 500 members on Facebook. There's 300 million on Facebook. We can put 500 together quickly, I think, into the fan page for This Is Darts. From there, tridents. I mentioned last week, the little point cone on the darts. There's still some sets left. And I need you, send me a name, send me an address and say, I want to try these out and I want to give you some feedback on them. We've got lots of players using them. There's still a few free sets left. So after you watch this, go down below, comment, send the email to Scott@hotshotscanada.com and say, I want those tridents. Let me try them out. And I'm going to get back to you with some feedback. So if that's you, you got the time, spend some time with the tridents, send me the email. I'll send them to you. Last week, again, interview with Chris White went fantastic. Fantastic. Wow, how many times a show do I say that? Fantastics, I'm working on them. Again, I know broadcasting history, education, skills. Some people have mentioned I need to get out and take a course on it. Who cares? We're doing this, and I think everybody's enjoying this. I will get better as it goes, as we go along here. Chris White, interview last week went great. He won the '87 Canadian Youth Dart Championships, went to England that year to represent us. Now, what city, again, contest doesn't end until this Friday. What city did Chris White win the 87 Youth Canadian Championships? Send me the email to scott@hotshotscanada.com with your answer. And remember, we'll draw the winner next week, and Chris is going to mail whoever we select a set of darts, autographed set of the Chris White Puma signatures. So on to the most important thing I think I could discuss today. 3 keys to a dart player: stance, throw, and grip. We're going to get into calculations and out charts we've discussed. Games you play, mental, psychological is going to come into play. That I'm going to dig deep into it because I really cracked something with that as a child on really, and again, John Part reiterated it a couple of months ago when he was here. You're only playing the board. You're not playing the player you're against. It's you, how many shots it can take to take out the 501, and that's all it is. It's not boxing. No one's taking a swing at you. No one's going to reduce your ability to play well. It's you and the board. So psychologically, we're going to get into that in a future show. But let's get into something I think that's important, is grip. And to me it's so important because I deal daily with a lot of players in here for new sets of darts. We can automatically assume shorter people, ladies coming through looking for a heavier dart so they don't have to throw the dart so hard to get it to the top of the board. And from that extreme it gets into how, I don't want to use the word damaged, how worn your fingers are sort of tells the story on what sort of grip of a dart you require. Now, everybody throws differently, and this is not easy to do over the camera and say these darts are perfect for you. You do need to try out darts or have an idea of what it is you're looking for prior to purchasing. But there's a range, and I've got them all out here laid out on the table of where grip takes us. Now, sort of categorize them based on your occupation, if you'll let me. And give me a second to mention that. Darts, we have a lot of people in your purchasing darts that are guys that are out working with their hands all week long. They're in construction. There are bricklayers in the world. They're the guys that are auto mechanics or such. Their hands are worn. I hate the word calluses, but let's use it. They've got some calluses on their fingers. And that's when we need to get into some really sharp darts so that these guys are able to hold on to their darts, throw them without any slipping, without the dart sort of making its way through their fingers. They're able to have something to grasp, hold, and throw well. So, sharpest dart out on the market, I find, and over 10 years this has really been an evolution up into this sort of degree. But let's start right with the sharp darts, because majority of you, my dart players, are people that are using their hands all week long. They're a little worn. You need darts you can hold on to. We're going to use a squeeze test today. How's that? Let's use a squeeze test on darts. It's probably the first time in the world this has ever been done. Gorilla Grips by Bottleson, California. If you squeeze the Gorilla Grips, these guys are sharp. They really feel like you're about to rip your fingers open. We're not able to zoom in maybe because there's no cameraman earlier this morning, but it's leaving quite an indentation on my finger. These are sharp. These will leave a mark, but for any of you whose hands are just extremely worn, you guys are finding you're out in the cold all week working, you're using your hands, you're in the auto shop or such, these are the sort of darts that you're going to require to grasp a great grip and be able to throw consistently well. So, Gorilla Grips to me, the sharpest. Now, new on the market from Unicorn. They call it an LP grip because the rings are so close together, it's like you're looking at a vinyl record from back in the 70s. These are the Raymond Barnevelts that they put them on, and the grip on this is phenomenal. There's even slight grip down on the points of your fingers, like we talked about Bristow's fingers, extending that far down. There's something even down there for your ring finger to catch. But these darts, let's give it the squeeze. Ugh, look at that. I don't know if we can catch that, but it leaves a lot of lines in your fingers. So again, for our guys that like to have a pint of beer, they're going to get some moisture on your fingers. You're still going to be able to really hold on to the Machina Raymond von Barneveld. It's leaving quite a line there on my finger. And over 10 years now of retail, I've found a real evolution. Piranhas, signature jockey, same sort of thing. A lot of small, really close, fine rings, I guess you could say, along the barrel. I'm a big fan of jockeys, as I've always said, best-selling dart in Hot Shots history. In 10 years, it began with a signature series. They've gone into a ghost grip. These guys are leaving lots of lines on my fingers. These are certainly darts you can hold on to.